Check this.
Hello, this is Socially Triggered. This video is going to be about racism and why I hate the word racism. My problem with the word is that it really doesn't mean what most people think it actually means. Often when we think of the word racism, we associate it with the word hate. However, this isn't the case. The word racism is a relatively new word. The Oxford English Dictionary's first recorded utterance of the word racism was by a man named Richard Henry Pratt in 1902. Pratt was railing against the evils of racial segregation. Pratt, in speaking against racism, said, "Segregating any class or race of people apart from the rest of the people kills the progress of the segregated people or makes their growth very slow. Association of the races and classes is necessary to destroy racism and classism." He is also known for saying, "Kill the Indian, save the man." However, racism in its continual use is from 1936, from the French racisme in 1935, originally used in the context of Nazi theories. The modern or current definition can be varied. Wikipedia defines it as racism, the belief in the superiority of one race over another, which often results in discrimination and prejudice towards people based on their race or ethnicity. And the Anti-Defamation League defines it as racism, the belief that a particular race is superior or inferior to another, that a person's social or moral traits are predetermined by his inborn biological characteristics. Both definitions have commonality of mentioning the feeling of superiority over someone of a different race. Studies have shown that there are in-group preferences or favoritism across all racial groups. One study by Sheng F. Liu Y, Zhao B, and Zhao W, and Han S, February 2013, used race as an example of in-group and out-group tendencies. They examined race and empathy and found that participants receiving nasally administered oxytocin, which is a chemical released in the brain that enables the development of trust, had stronger reactions to pictures of in-group members making pained faces than to pictures of out-group members with the same expression. This shows that oxytocin may be implicated in our ability to empathize with individuals of different races, with individuals of one race potentially biased towards helping individuals of the same race than individuals of another race when they are experiencing pain. The point is that we show a natural bias favoring members of our own race. This would be a biological preference for members of our own race. We would discriminate against those of a different race. In this way, we have a natural tendency to find our race superior in terms of our own preferences to other races. Basically, based on the definitions, we're all naturally racist. This is why I hate the term racism, because it's really meaningless. It is especially meaningless to call someone racist because all you're saying is that you prefer your own race. We can see this playing out in the way communities form. People will naturally want to be with people who are similar to themselves. This is why we have Chinatowns, Little Italys, black neighborhoods, etc. This would all be racist based on the definition. Pratt, the man who originally used the word racism, would have hated this because he would have wanted those cultures to merge instead of forming groups. But Pratt probably couldn't understand why all the races wouldn't want to adopt his culture. So he's probably racist about his own culture. Personally, even though this is all racist behavior, I have no problems with groups segregating like this. For these groups, it is a means to maintain their culture and live in strong communities. If we really want racism to be a negative term, it should be redefined. I propose the following definition: the hatred toward a people of a different race and the desire to see harm done to that other race. Notice that I removed the inferior and superior part of the definition because it ignores our natural biological tendencies for in-group preferences. How would you have defined racism? Based on the current definition, is racism bad? Especially if it is something that we all naturally do, and that we are basically all naturally racist, according to the definition. This has been Socially Triggered. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.